Hello beautiful, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this a little bit of a bonus video because I just got these in the mail. These are the new palettes by Nomad Cosmetics. These are available now as a soft launch, but then they're officially launching tomorrow on Friday and we are going to swatch them. I'm going to do two different looks and we are just going to see if this is the normal good Nomad Cosmetics quality and what kind of thing we can do on my face. I do have a mark here. My dog tried to hug me before and I think she accidentally scratched me. So that's what's going on here. And if you haven't been here before, do consider subscribing. I do upload quite a lot of videos all about makeup, all about color, all about indie brands, and just trying to have a little bit of fun with makeup again. My hair is having a journey today. It's on a journey. So let me read some of the info about this because there are two different palettes here. There is one that is bigger that's called Allure, and this is 24 shades for the mermaid within, and this one looks like this. And I will say that I think that this palette is set up in a way that's very familiar to Nomad Cosmetics, with a row with shimmers, a row with pastels, a row with mid-tones, and a row with dark ones. It is a little bit smaller than some of her bigger palettes, which makes me really excited. So the bigger palette is going to be $46, and then we have the Trove palette or the Trove palette. I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce that. English is not my first language. That one is going to be $68. Let me show you that one. And you might be thinking, hey, why is this big one less expensive than the small one? And there's a very easy explanation for that, and that is that these are for true multi-chromes. And she wanted to put the multi-chromes in a different palette so that if you're not interested in paying a premium price for multi-chromes, you can just skip that one and just get the palettes with the regular metallics and the mattes. And if you were truly interested in the multi-chromes and getting a curated little quad with high quality multi-chromes, those can come on the side. And I think that's really smart because some people are truly not interested in multi-chromes and some people are truly not interested in paying the premium price that it actually costs to produce multi-chromes, because it is the pigment that shifts that is expensive, and that is what makes multi-chromes expensive. I know some people ask, like, why are they so expensive? It's because the actual ingredient is so expensive. I think that this one looks really cool, and I think it is a smart idea to put them in a quad like this and just sell them for the price that they actually cost, so that it makes sense both for the customers and for the brand. I do have a code with Nomad Cosmetics. My code is Angelica, and you can get 10% off your order. So these prices will be knocked down a little bit in case that's something you're interested in. And of course I will leave that plus the links down below where you'll be able to find these things. Like I said, they might still be available as this video is going up, but if you go to the site and see that it is sold out, just know they are launching again tomorrow. So don't worry about it at all. I will put the time that it's launching tomorrow as well in case you're interested. I'm gonna do two different looks. I'm gonna do one with like several different colors, just using this palette here, and then I'm gonna do one where I use this palette and one of the multi-chromes, and we'll see how it looks together. I think that that's going to be a good idea. And if you're interested in any of the other things that I have on my face, that's also going to be in the description box. Okay, let's zoom in and let's get going because I am very excited. Nomad Cosmetics has one of my favorite formulas on the market, and I cannot wait to dig in to this newness. Okay, so I want to do a look that has several different colors, and I kind of want to do purple blending into the pink, going through purple to blue in the inner part, and then we'll do some, maybe this one. This is supposed to be a multi-chrome. You've already seen this one, but I haven't seen this swatch. Ooh, yeah, the pearl one. This is a like a gold, like pink lavender. That's really pretty. Yeah, that is definitely a really nice shade. Oh yeah. Oh, it's like a green gold pink. You see the just the pink here, but I see the green. Okay, maybe I can. No, I can't really because I want to do the because I want to do the blue. Okay, I'm making no sense. I'm gonna start with the blue in the inner part because I have a blue top on and I love blue. So I am gonna do Catch Me, which is the lighter blue, and I am gonna put that here. And I'm gonna do something dramatic. I don't think anyone is surprised, but I'm gonna do something dramatic And I'm just mapping this out a little bit. I think I'm gonna leave it like this right now, and I am gonna go in with Seductress and then blend it out with Jellyfish, and I'm gonna do that in the middle, and then I am gonna go into X marks the spot for my outer corner so that it goes from cool to warm. That is my plan. So I'm doing the middle purple now, and I am pushing that in the crease here. I might do some more blue, or I may save the other blues for the lower lash line. I'm not 100% sure yet, but you can see I'm just smacking this in here. And this one is a little warmer than the blue that we had, so the pastel purple is really gonna help. And I might use a little bit of the mid-tone blue here as well, just to help a bit. And I don't care about the lid at all, because we're gonna put some shimmer there eventually. So this is the pastel purple that's called Jellyfish. So with a smaller brush, I'm gonna use the shade that's called Explore, and I'm just gonna put that here, just to be able to get this purple and this pastel blue to somehow make sense together. I'm just putting some of the blue here. A little bit like this. So it's gonna be a little bit like this before we go in with the darker shade. Maybe I can just show you what I'm doing. I'm just doing the X marks the spot. And we are gonna do that out here. And you can see that this one is even more warm tone. So you can see that it goes from the cooler blue to the warmer berry. And we'll make this make sense eventually. I am gonna use these pinks, you can see here. I'm gonna use those to blend out here so that we really end up with warm out in the outer corner. So this is the darker of the pink. It's called Booty. And I'm just using that to blend a little bit on the edge here before I go in with Baited, which is the pastel-y one. I'm not 100% sure if I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna do the darker blues on their lower lash line. This is the pastel-y pink, by the way. I think I'm gonna keep it to the darker pink, actually, the Booty. It made more sense than the pastel-y one. So this is the deepest blue that is called the Deep, and that is deep. So I am gonna just do this one out here. Maybe meet a little bit here, just to make sure that it's like mixing together. Just trying to figure out exactly how I want it to look. And then I'll do the Explore, which is the blue that we used a little bit of here. And then finally the light blue that's called Catch Me. I might be using a little bit of the purple underneath here, like the purpley pink, just to make sure that this actually goes together with the upper part. So it's something like this. I feel like that is looking good, and we'll do the shimmers. Shimmer. We'll see. I'll be back. Okay, so this is what I have decided. I finally have reached the conclusion. I'm gonna use this one, the blue shimmer, on the inner part of the lid. Wow, it is late. I might need a coffee. And I think I'm gonna do the dark purple to marry this dark berry together with the purple and the blue on the outer half of the lid, leaving it matte. I think that is my plan. So, oh, this is it picks up beautifully. Okay, so let's do this one. And I am gonna spray it because I don't want fallout all over my face. So this is a blue metallic. I am fairly sure that this is not meant to be any kind of duochrome or something. As you're seeing this, you've already seen the swatches, but I have not. Because I like to go in a little blind to not have too many thoughts about the swatch results and stuff. And it's like sometimes I will swatch a palette if I have no idea what I'm gonna do with a palette, or if I think that it looks suspicious, so I need to like see how it swatches. I think myself, I would have preferred a lighter shimmer on the lid, but I always prefer a lighter shimmer on the lid, so like, what do I know? There is a couple of lighter shimmers in here, but it didn't really go with the look. But I think that this one looks really good. And now this is the dark purple that is called Tentacles. And I'm just pushing that on the lid. Yeah, I really think that that is gonna look super good with this. Yeah, I'm really liking that. Let me actually grab a little bit of the blue without spraying it and just dragging this over the edge to melt them together a little better. But I think that that looks really good, right? I am a big fan. So let me finish this one up and we can have a little look at the first finished look. I know I've only done one look so far, but this is so pretty, so nice, so pigmented. This is what I know and love from Nomad Cosmetics. She's just come out with new fun colors and a color story. It's not a rainbow, it's a color story. And now that I was like looking at this while I was deciding what second look I'm gonna do, I'm really loving how these two rows look together. So I actually think I am gonna do a neutral outer corner. Yes, I know. Listen, shh, calm down. Everybody calm down. And I think I'm gonna use this one in the inner part of the crease, and we'll use the light multichrome in here. That is this like dusty green going to a purple, going to a blue. And we'll use that one. I think that's gonna be good. I hope that's gonna be good. I think we're doing that. But I love this. This is a sexy mermaid. Please and thank you. I put on Echo Valley by Kaleidos. This is a lip clay that's like a little cool toned chocolatey brown, like a cool toned milk chocolate. Does that make sense? I have no idea. But I thought that that would work really good together because we are going to be diving into these a little bit more cool tones. Like, I really think that that's going to work out. So I think I'm gonna start with the mid brown that's the same color almost as this one. It's called Pirate's Life. I'm actually, this is very unlike me, but I'm actually very excited about doing a look that's a half colorful, half neutral look. Because I rarely do that, but every time I do it, I end up really liking it. And I also have a sneaking suspicion that you probably like recreating looks that might not be as out there as the look before. Because I feel like this look that I'm doing now might be a little bit more approachable if you want to like just dive in a little bit into color. So I'm just putting this one on, you can see the outer half of the lid and a little bit in the outer corner. And I'm gonna blend this out. And I'm probably gonna end up blending the edges with that lighter color, but I'm gonna do that later. But something like this, not too crazy bananas, but I still want it to be a little dramatic. Let's do the exact same Pirate's Life here. I actually really like this color. See, this is, if I'm gonna do a cool tone neutral, I want this, like a taupe. I don't want a straight up gray. Just don't love that on me. So I have been using this one, and now I'm gonna use this one just to blend this out a little bit, and then we're gonna deepen up with the darker ones. I'm just working in the neutral corner, but I am gonna be reaching into this one that's called Seafoam. That's the one that we're gonna use in the inner part of the crease, and I really think that that seafoamy minty pastel is gonna be so good together with these cool tone like taupey browns. I'll actually do the seafoam before I do, oh, that's so pretty. I'll do the seafoam before I do the darker color. That's what I wanted to say, but then I got distracted by how pigmented and wonderful this pastel was. I mean, this could be a look. This could be a look, throw some mascara on, be out the door. That is stunning. Oh, I love it. I'm gonna do this under my eyes too, just to be prepared, and then we'll do the multi-chrome and I'll end with the dark shadow. I think that's gonna be the smartest. But wow. That is so pretty together, and just like I thought, these together, I mean, that's a look. That's a look and a half. I am blown away by how much I love this look just the way that it is, but we're gonna add a little bit more. So I'm gonna do the Dive Deep, which is this color here, that is like green to purple, and it has some teal in there too. And we're gonna do some of that here in the middle. And I might, we're taking it from here. We're just keeping our mind open. Open mind. Keeping an open mind. Wow, English. That's apparently not my thing today. It is a little late. It is currently 6 o'clock, and that's why this video is going up late too, but oh, how pretty. I did spray it because I don't want a lot of fallout, but I will say it did feel very creamy. Oof. Oh, there, you can see the multi-chrome there, right? So we're gonna add a little bit more of this, and we're gonna blend it into the matte without spraying it, so it becomes a little easier to sheer out. And remember, we're doing a little bit of the dark shadow over here as well. And after doing this, I'm just gonna finish this look up so you can see. Oh, and the battery is dying. I think that it leans into the purple beautiful here, but I think it's gonna not lean as good in here. So I'm gonna use a little bit of the Folklore, which is this minty like shimmer, and I'm gonna use that one on its own in the inner corner without a shift, so that we don't get that purpley shift in the inner corner, because I feel like that's gonna take away from this look. So I'm doing the mint shimmer on its own in the inner corner, because I think that that's gonna look actually better in the inner corner. Yeah, something like this. So I think that this is gonna be perfect, and you can see the purple is just going in so lovely to the taupe, but we don't want the purple in the inner corners. I think that this is gonna be perfect, but let me fix this on the other eye and then we'll do the dark color, but I need to change the battery. Okay, let's do a little bit of the Black Sea. I don't know if this is a black. It seems more like a charcoal. It's not like a super, super dark black, but it's definitely perfect for just adding some depth and blending into the multi-chrome over here at the outer part. I think that that looks perfect. Very office appropriate, right? Really like that. My dog is here. Oh my god. She's like, did you forget about me? Because we didn't see each other for 5 minutes. Did you forget about me? But yeah, really loving the look. Let me finish this up and let's have a talk about this palette. I mean, it's safe to say that I love this look and I love these palettes. I am blown away by how pretty this all came together. Being cool tone without being gray, which is for me important because I don't love grays. But I'm really excited. Is this my favorite palette? Color story wise, maybe. Because of how the greens here are as well. I can't wait to use those. I usually gravitate more towards warm tones when it comes, even colorful shades, except blues. When it comes to blues, I like them to be blue and not turquoise. I don't love teals and turquoises. They're fine, but they're not my favorite. But this like minty seafoam, ugh. This might be my favorite. so far. I think this is beautiful. I think this is wonderful. This is definitely the great blend Bunny Cosmetics quality that I know and love. And I'm very impressed with the formula of these as well. I mean, they're really, really pretty. They're exceptional quality. And yes, they are expensive, but I will also say that this is a really, really good multi-chrome formula, and you're definitely getting what you're paying for. At least you're getting a really good multi-chrome formula. And yeah, this is the one that I have on my eyes, and I can definitely see a shift to the purple on my eyes. I'm very impressed. I mean, of course it's expensive, but I really like that you put it on the side. So if you're not a multi-chrome aficionado, you can just skip it if it's not for you. But I really love this launch. This might be available now as you're watching this. Check the description box for more info. I'm so happy I have it. I cannot wait to wear it again. I hope you're having an amazing day, and I will see you all amazing evening. This is coming up a little bit late, but I will see you again tomorrow in my new makeup releases. Bye!